about that big headline coming in on gold imports. There's been a big surge in gold imports in November, which pushed India's overall imports and trade deficit to a record high. In fact, gold prices actually fell on a monthly basis in November, which means that the increase in imports was due to higher volumes. Manisha is standing by now with more on the yellow fever. Manisha, this is fast likely to become a problem for the government, is it not?
Well, it really could with the kind of numbers that we are working with. The record imports for the month of November. Also, when you look at the current financial year from April to November, it has been a 49% of a jump as compared to previous year. So, well, yes, there's a problem with trade deficit, and that also has impacted Indian rupee, and that would make imports costlier going forward. So it really seems to be turning into a cycle here. But I want to take you through on what really we do in sense of November when it comes to imports. And well, yes, it is a record. When you look at all of those previous years, it has been a double-digit tons in sense of gold import, but for the month of November in 2024, we've seen 173 tons, and this is the Ministry of Commerce data there. I also want to take you through last many years on the kind of imports that we've done. Let me remind you that 2020 was a COVID year, is the reason you're looking at a smaller number. 21 was a vengeance buying, and then the 2 years after that, we've seen in the tune of 700s there, and this year 800 ton plus kind of imports is what we are looking at. I also want to take you through on the reasons why we've seen such strong gold imports. Well, one, it is festival season. Always the last quarter of calendar year does see higher imports. And then also there are 48 lakh weddings this time around until mid of Jan. That import seems to be happening. There's strong investment demand also. Remember, gold has given you 30% of returns in this year itself. So portfolio diversification has been on the higher side. Markets also have reacted to import duty cut from 15 to 6%. And that led to a lot of buying into gold. Also, remember, a lot of unofficial and smuggled gold used to come into India to the tune of 150 to 200 tons. That also has found its way via the white channel. So those numbers also are now reflecting within this number. The other thing is about hallmark jewelry. Remember, you have many IPOs coming in. More corporates are now getting into jewelry. There's more credibility, transparency here. So that also has led to more jewelry buying into the markets there. But when you look at the overall numbers right now, there's a bit of a dissent when it comes from the industry. So while the Ministry of Commerce has put out a number at 173 tons for the month of November, Metal Focus, which is an agency which provides data and collects data from 9 countries, also is a source of data for World Gold Council, has put that number to 136. So these are the numbers that the industry still is debating on. But even with 136, we are pretty much on the higher side.
Yes, we certainly are. But of course, we need to get that number discrepancy clarified by the government as well. Manisha, many thanks for joining us. It was a day of